What's up, everyone? Daddy Robux here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Um, we are playing the first chapter, the Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh, and so far the party had been they the last session, the first session, was spent with just a lot of background, introducing the characters and the kind of the setup for the story. A lot of background information. So if you haven't seen the first chapter, I'd definitely go back and watch that episode. But after arriving in the city of Saltmarsh, the party was talking with the locals, and they started to hear about this haunted house. And since the captain of their ship had basically said, we're going to go to Saltmarsh and kind of investigate and help these people. As they continue to hear more and more stories about this haunting, the party decided that they would go and investigate. And that is where we are today. Alright, so having entered the haunted house, we haven't made it very far. Like you entered the main hall, and then you found yourselves in a small kitchen. And after examining the chimney in this area, you guys at the end of the last session were attacked by spiders, right? They swarmed out, were crawling all over Mark's face, and we had actually already started combat against them. We are still in the same turn order as before, and it is Finnegan's turn. So Finn,
Actually, I think you skipped Falk because of the problems last week.
did he not take his turn? Well, let's scroll up and look at the chat. Yeah, Quandle was the last action. So go ahead, Falk.
Yep, it was my turn, but I wasn't able to see anything. That's why we stopped. For my turn, I'm attempting to hit it with the thorn whip. I can barely see it, so
Nat 20 for
I guess
Falk?
it's got cover.
Okay, yeah, it would have cover. Go ahead and make your attack. 14, even with cover, is still gonna hit.
Okay, that's it for my.
We can pull it through everybody, I guess. How do you? I'm trying to grasp the logistics of you hitting a swarm of tiny creatures and pulling them towards you. I guess they all just are on the whip, and now they're crawling up your arm. All right, now Finn.
I'll step forward and I'll swing it with my shot.
Look, turn tracker broke. It won't advance past Falk now. So we're just gonna shut that off. Alright, 15 is a hit. 0 damage?
What? How do I have... Oh, I'm using a sword. It's alright, I'll do that, it's fine. I've got kids, I'm not interested at this point.
Alright. Up next would be the spider's turn. Yeah, totally broke. Anyway. Spiders, there's one here, one there. They're not going to move at all. They're just going to attack Falk and Mark. So, first, Falk. It's a miss. And
that's gonna
Mark.
miss.
Also a miss. They're spiders. They're not very threatening. And then after that, it will be Mark's turn.
So marked. Okay, I'm going to attack. Landed.
Alright, a hit.
And that's it.
And then I keep hitting the advance to turn tracker because it's habit, but it doesn't do anything. Duskclaw.
All right,
Not
I've got
one
a
from
short
Mallard.
bow. I am going to take a shot, and I believe I have sneak attack because it's being flanked.
Well, no, we don't use flanking.
All right.
No, you have sneak attack though because it's next to an allied unit.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I
But
meant.
you
Sorry.
don't have advantage.
Does the 11 hit?
It does not.
All right, I am going to step 5 feet back.
And then, VP.
Alright. It's getting pretty crowded up here, so I'll just move to the right.
Okay.
Then I'll swing at this guy.
Yeah. Before you do that, you see the nat 1 above your head,
Whoops.
right? Yeah. So
I just noticed it right now.
yeah, this is something that we needed to discuss before the game started, but you know, nobody wanted to show up on time. Go ahead and click that and drag it onto the tabletop. There we go. Now it's gone. All right. So you swing, you miss, and do you have any other actions?
Bonus, I'll go into a rage. Then that's it.
All right. I did it again. It's just gonna keep pinging you, Falk. Quandle.
I'll toll the dead, the one that has been attacked.
Okay, so wisdom save from the spiders, and they pass somehow.
And if I can, I would like to move to this location.
Sure. All right, barrels.
Does that mean I have a 20 ready?
It does.
I'm gonna use that.
Again, click it, and you'll see the box open up, and just like that. All right, so next attack is critical.
Here it goes.
And another d6.
A whopping 5 damage crit. Take that.
What was the damage from your first Thorn Whip? I just noticed I didn't take it from his health. Let me scroll. 6. Alright, and then Finnegan.
I'll put the longsword away and I'll stab it with a dagger.
Okay, that is a hit. There you go. That has a little bit more oomph to it.
That's my turn.
I did it again. Now the spiders. So the first spiders here are going to again attack barrels. And now that they are, the swarm has been greatly reduced, it's not going to hurt quite as much. I lied. It's going to hurt a lot.
Bam.
And like all those thorn whips you were using. The second one attacking Mark still. Missed. And then it will be Mark's turn.
And I'll try attacking again. Yep. And that's it.
Dusk.
Same thing, shot with a bow.
That will destroy the last of the first swarm.
Okay, so
How's
no
the
need
stream
for sneak
coming
attack,
through?
and
I've got
I'm
an
just
error
gonna
for
stay right here.
drop frames. But it was all 6-7 minutes ago. Oh, it must be good now. Okay. Sweet Pea, what are you doing?
Same thing. Trying to hit the guy.
It's a hit.
Alright.
You're currently raging, right? So that would
Yes.
actually have 2 more damage on it. And then back to Quandle.
Okay, I'm going to move. And I use Toll the
Toll the Dead. Test their wisdom again. Failed. And that will destroy the last of the swarm. Alright. So after the combat has subsided, you guys have a chance to look around. Our not so friendly bird is currently dying. If anybody wants to do something about that.
I'll feed him his greater healing potion.
Alright. Go ahead and
How
roll
much
for
is
it.
a greater?
There's a button when you click your token.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Alright. So, continuing to explore this chamber, you found the spiders because you were like looking up inside a chimney. The spider's gone. You peek back inside, hoping maybe there was something hidden in there. There's not. There wasn't. Is there anything?
Oh,
Is there anything else you'd like to do in this room?
Wasn't there a button in that room?
Shit, man, it was 2 weeks ago. I'll reread the description here. We have 2 stuffed armchairs near the fireplace. The covers on them have been torn. The stuffing has been pulled out. Wooden frames are intact. Wouldn't recommend sitting in them. And when you, I'm sorry. There is treasure there. It wasn't a button. It was one of the stones was sticking out on the fireplace. And when you remove the stone, that was where all the spiders came from. Looking back in the stone, you see inside the hidden compartment is a wooden box.
I would like to pick up the box.
Sure. As you slide the box out of its hidden compartment, you can hear the rattling of coins and the clinking of glass containers inside.
Yep.
I think I found something. Can I take a look inside?
Absolutely. Inside the box, 30 copper pieces and 2 small vials of alchemical powders.
Oh.
Huh. Oh.
I think you can have it, Quando.
Okay, I take them.
Anyone wants this copper pieces?
That's a good robot.
If not, I'm taking it.
I mean, just hold on to it and we can always divide stuff up later. It's not a big deal. It's 30 copper.
Okay. To the next door we go.
Okay. Which door would that be, Mark? Because standing in the hallway, you could see one on the west and then one at the end of the hall to the north.
The one to the west.
Okay. Opening the door. I closed my notes like a dummy dumb. You see what appears to be a dining room. At one time, a long table stood in the center here, but now it lies broken, pieces of it resting on the floor ahead of you. There's a broken chair sitting against a wall between the windows, and there's a heap of broken dishes stacked in the corner.
Another chimney. I'm gonna take a look inside. Again.
This one doesn't seem to be filled with anything interesting.
Okay.
Point of note, I'm just standing in the corner here or at the back of the hallway just watching our backs.
Okay.
Does it look like there is anything of interest here?
In this room?
Should we move on?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna waste having you do an investigation check. There's nothing in this room but the broken furniture that was described.
Okay.
I would like to take a look through the window to this room. Do I notice anything?
Well, it is quite dark in there, and even with your dark vision, you can't really see very well. You see what looks like a writing desk, and stacked on top of the desk, you see, there's a small lamp that seems to be rusted over, and you can't really make out if there's anything on top of the desk or not from your vantage point.
Okay, but I see no movement or anything.
No, sir.
Okay, good to know.
There's a door up here, right?
Yep.
Okay,
What's up,
I'm gonna
Trontogosh?
open it.
I was. Well, never mind.
It's the new Hoppa. No, this is not
Oh,
a.
yeah.
So this kitchen here is dirty and damp with patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. In the southwest corner is some iron cooking equipment. There's a chimney above it. Although this is less of a chimney like a fire and warmth. This is more just like a hole that kind of takes smoke from the stove out, and to the right of that is a sink, a small closed wooden cupboard that's fixed to the wall about 5 feet above the floor level, and against the far wall you see a flight of wooden stairs that leads up to the next level. The woodwork on the staircase is decayed, and the treads are missing on several of the stairs, leaving just a like kind of a black gap that leads down into the basement. And as you approach and walk into this room, you see a stirring on the floor as large insects are startled from their position where they were feeding or resting or whatever it is bugs do. I don't know. But you walk in the room and they start scuttling around and they come towards you. They're territorial insects.
Oh no, more insects.
Oh yes. Everybody roll initiative again, please. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Well, things are going into the tracker. That works. That's not the default map. I know, the default maps are utter dog shit. Nat 1 for Gura. Just sprinkling them all in there today. Alright. I think that's everybody in the tracker. Let's sort, and it looks like Quandle is up first.
Okay, I'll move left. And I use my nat 20 to attack with Inflame Blade using my dagger.
Okay, so click the nat 20, drag it onto the tabletop. I can't take it from you. You have to drop it on the tabletop to get rid of it. All right. So you crit on the green flame blade. You want to go ahead and roll the extra damage dice?
Okay, so it's 9 on the first one, and the second damage goes to someone next to it.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I get to choose, but I don't think it matters.
No, I don't think it does either. So the green flame erupts out, hitting the first one, jumping to the second, and you can see that these centipedes, right? Even though they're large, they're about the size of like a small dog. As they're hit with the fiery eruption, like their carapace just kind of bursts, and they are dead.
Okay, then I'll move out to make a room for others, and that's all.
All right. Next would be barrels.
Moving into the room, 10 feet forward. And beginning to cast a spell.
Oh boy. No, I like your
Yeah,
first
send
placement.
on-
Is that
No,
a fairy fire?
this is going to be fairy fire.
How did I know? Okay, I have their sheet somewhere. Bam, bam. What's your save DC?
1 second, 13.
All right, one pass, one fail. And what color?
Purple.
That's my favorite. All right. After that, any other actions?
Yeah, moving back again and
Guess what time it
shouting
is?
does not taste good.
Guess what time it is?
Okay.
It's wondrous item time.
And then Mark.
These lucky fools are
Yeah,
going to
a
get
one?
light.
Mark will try to attack the insect.
Oh, what is a one? It's an armor of gleaming.
And then I'll move to here.
All right, man. Good stuff. All right, Trident. This is against the fairy fired one.
Yes.
All right. Again, these are giant centipedes. So as you poke it with the trident, there's like a distinct popping noise as you burst its carapace, and it just oozes everywhere. Is that all?
Yes.
And Finn.
I'm just gonna
What kind
shout
of
at
armor?
Sweet Pea, "You've got beautiful green eyes!" and cast Bardic Inspiration.
Just so you know, like we have no heavy armor. Like light or medium would probably be best. No, we have no heavy armor users. All right. So inspiration on who now?
Sweet Pea.
We're gonna mark inspiration with the purple dot.
And that will be my turn.
And then dusk.
I will shout
Why
out
the hell am I
what
losing
doesn't
so many
taste good.
frames?
Hold knock an arrow
Halfway,
onto the
get the
bow
hell out.
and hold to see if anything comes within line of sight.
Sweet pea.
I'll try to kill this last one.
All right. Before I declare if that's a hit or a miss, would you like to use your bardic inspiration?
Yes, I did. 13?
13 is a hit, exactly. All right,
Yeah.
that is a dead centipede. All right, clearing the tracker, and what would you guys like to do now?
I think we should check the other rooms before we go up.
Yeah. Okay, so
I agree with that.
I'm gonna try to open this.
All right, opening the cupboard, you find something peculiar.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, it's not bad. What you find is a set of half plate armor, and even though everything you've discovered in the house so far has been in a extreme state of decay, There is not a speck of dirt or dust on this armor. As a matter of fact, when you open the cupboard, it positively gleams and reflects all the light that kind of comes in through the window.
Oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna take it out and show it to the party.
Asshole, giving them high AC.
Anyone
just make it
interested
like
in this?
gleaming leather.
I will pass, but that is a lovely piece of armor.
Yeah, it's a lot of luck to find this here.
Light armor, light armor.
I mean,
Do
I
it
think
back.
only
Unarmored.
one of us can use it.
Yeah, I think Dusk and... No, Bards don't have medium armor, do they? Oh no, I don't think Dusk can wear it either. He's light armor, right?
Do it back.
I guess I could use it.
Yeah, you
You-
can take your time
lose
to
unarmored defense.
put.
I'll have to see how good it is though.
Well, it's half plate, so that's 15 plus your dex mod, up to 2.
Oh yeah, that's way better. Sure, I'll take it.
Alright.
In any case,
I-
does it seem magical, Quando?
I would assume it is, even without inspecting it. It wouldn't look like that if it was just plain half plate.
Well, yeah, we should take our time after this to find out what type of the armor is.
Quandle, you are a mage of, great knowledge and experience. If you make an Arcana check or a History check, maybe you can, identify it based on memory. Good enough for me. Yeah, it is magical. As a matter of fact, you recognize it as Armor of Gleaming. This shining, shimmering half plate armor never ever gets dirty under any circumstances. Dirt and mud just rolls right off.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay then.
Someone rolled a nat 1 on the wondrous item table. Which ended up
Alright.
not being that bad.
I am moving down this hallway slowly, looking for traps, stopping at the door on the left and just checking it to see if it's unlocked and or...
Yeah, all the doors are unlocked unless otherwise specified. So, finding the door unlocked, we're going to open it. And looking inside, the room appears to be a library of sorts, with bookshelves stacked from floor to ceiling all around the walls. Most of the shelves are broken and decayed, and in many places they have come away from the wall, and the books are heaped piled on the floor. The few shelves that are intact are empty, seeming to have been looted long ago. But there is a pile of books in the southwest corner of the room.
I'll dig through it and see if anything looks interesting.
Many of the books, they decay on touch. The parchment and vellums that once bound them kind of disintegrating in your hand. But some of them are salvageable, and you can kind of read their names on the bindings. Some of the ones that stand out, we have The Magical Properties of Gemstones by the Archmage Tensor, The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers by the Archmage Tensor, and The Metaphysics of Mathematics by the Mage Nistul, who I have just now decided is my mortal enemy. Nemesis!
I'll attack. I'll grab all 3.
Tumbling of Barrels is gonna grab the magical properties of herbs and flowers first.
Well,
That should quite
as
help.
you pick them up, A slip of parchment falls out of the third book, the Metaphysics of Math.
All right, can I read it?
There's a few lines of text here written in common, but dampness and rot have spoiled it so that most of it is illegible. The only words you can make out on this paper are "beyond skeletons."
All right, I pass that along to everyone else, and I'm just gonna check the bookshelves, try to pull them away from the wall a little bit, see if there's anything hidden behind them.
Yeah, doing so just reveals, the wall behind the bookshelf. There's no secret compartments in the chamber.
All right, guys. Found a couple books. We can flip through those later. Slip of parchment, something about beyond skeletons, but this room is empty. And I move back out into the hallway and just watch her back.
And I believe this door was the one we could see like on the window, so it should be empty.
Are you going in there?
I'm going in.
Okay. Let me pull up my notes because I closed it like a dummy-dum. This room is the study that Quandle had seen from the other hall. Against the wall under the windows is the large wooden writing desk, partially broken and leaning askew. Parts of the desk are swollen with rot. And there are 3 drawers in each side of the desk and a large central drawer. The central drawer is currently closed. All the others are hanging open or have fallen out of the desk entirely. And 2 of them, you can tell by the way that they're hanging in the splintering of the wood, were opened by force.
So the middle one is closed, right?
Middle one is closed. All the others are open and empty.
Okay. Can I try to open the middle one?
You
Probably
can.
good using a force.
However, the middle drawer is locked.
Oh, it's locked. Can anyone open this?
Yeah, I can open it. I can try anyways.
Can I break it open?
Let's let Misa have a go at it with I'm guessing lockpicks. And failing that, then we try the orc method.
Just checking it for traps first.
Okay, no roll necessary. It's not trapped.
All right, I will give this a try.
Bingo! With a deft pick of the lock, making it seem almost easy, he's able to get the drawer open. And inside, you can see that, either because of the age and the rot, the drawer initially appears empty, but you can see there's a false bottom, and you can clearly tell that there's something under there.
Same situation, just giving it a little check, making sure it's not trapped, and popping it open.
Okay. Inside the secret compartment, wrapped in cloth, is a glass vial with 2 doses of a potion of healing.
That's
Just
nice.
a regular?
Yep, just a regular.
Do you guys mind if I hold on to this? I do not have any healing potions at the moment.
It's fine.
Waiting to open that door there, Finn?
Yes.
Oh wait, there's no door there. Haha! The door is open!
Oh.
Feels bad about the last wondrous item, so here we go.
Alright, man.
Wondrous
One second.
Shiny
item
metal.
time. What do you
Eh?
mean 2 times in one game? Yes,
Giant
that's
chimney.
what we mean.
84. Oh god. The higher numbers scare me. Spell
Don't
guard shield. I
go.
saw it.
Put me up there.
Alright.
Utah.
A door here. You're trying to climb up the chimney. The door here. There's a door here that leads into a small patio on the north. Excuse me. When you look outside, you can see that the paving is cracked. Oh god, I can't stop sneezing. Paving is cracked and overrun with weeds. Other than a pile of refuse in the corner, the room here is empty. However, as you begin to walk around the room, God! As you begin to walk around the room, you two at the north end of the chamber, you hear a voice speaking quite loud. It says, "Welcome, fools! Welcome to your deaths!"
Chimney. What?
What?
Okay.
Can everybody make a wisdom save, please?
I'm dead.
Ha!
Nice.
Oh wait, can I re-roll that? Because I got lucky.
You are lucky, yeah, reroll. Or halfling luck. Get difference.
Nah, still
failed.
dead.
Alright. So Finn is frightened. Who else? Quandle is frightened. And I think that's it. Alright, this frightened, in addition to the regular frightened, disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls. Where the hell did it go? Disadvantage on ability checks for 1 hour, unless it's immune to frighten. Okay, so it's not attack rolls; it's just ability checks. You have disadvantage for an hour, and then every 15 minutes, I'll prompt you again to re-roll the save to try and shake yourself out of it. Pretty sure it was a spell guard shield. Let me check it again.
Oh,
Yep. Damn, man.
Nothing in the chimney?
No, nothing in the chimney.
Okay. I think we searched everything in this floor.
I thought there was
Let's
a
move
little
to the-
bit more back here.
yeah, the east side hallway had a couple doors, I think.
Yeah, you are correct.
Did we not even like try and think where the voice came? Or was it just like a booming?
Boomed, right? It seemed to, the source seeming to be like out of thin air directly above you. But
Okay.
yeah,
Ghosts and shit.
that's right. Also, Falk, don't forget to add that to your.
Already did.
All right. Moving into this chamber.
Oh, there's
The opening the door here, Sweet Pea. The only thing of note is a clump of tiny red mushrooms growing around the fireplace in a semicircle. Otherwise, the room is empty.
How many chimneys are here?
Like one in every room, apparently.
If you go inside this circle of mushrooms, you get transformed into another creature.
Are you searching the chimney there, Sweet Pea?
Sure.
As you being very large and looking inside, when you place your hand on the chimney, you grab what appears to be a loose stone.
Ooh. I yank it.
All right, and removing the stone, you see that there is a small leather pouch tucked inside.
Sure, I'll take.
Yeah. I was just copying it from my notes. Taking the pouch and opening it, you see that there are 2 pieces of blue quartz, very finely cut, hidden inside the chimney.
Who wants to take that?
I mean, I can hold on to it. I'll just.
Oh yeah,
hold on to it for a sec.
just to list it down. Yeah, sure. So we don't make duplicates. I wonder who lived in this house and why they keep hiding stuff in chimneys.
Yeah, it's strange. And why so many chimneys? Is it so
This looks
cold
like a
inside?
pretty interesting place.
Yeah.
Wait, was there anything special about the mushrooms?
Other than the fact that they're growing indoors in a perfect semicircle around the chimney.
Can I investigate those?
Sure. It's fucked again. Like, that's why it's not even. Well, we're not in combat. Investigating them reveals that they are mushrooms. Some of them are as large as your fist, and they're a brownish red color.
I'm gonna take a handful of them, put them in my bag.
All right.
I would like to make a nature check if it's possible.
Sure. Nature survival. You guys can investigate however you see appropriate. Barrels. Looking at these, you think that they're pretty tasty and that you should eat one. And Quandle, with a nature check of 20, you can determine that 100% they. Oh wait, you're frightened. With a nature check of 7, you can determine that these are definitely not poisonous.
They're not poisonous. Try one.
I'm gonna hold off, thanks.
In the voice of the quartermaster, rations for the trip.
All right,
Gonna pick some up.
Opening the door, looking inside. You're gonna love it. There's a large amount of plaster that has fallen the ceiling, and another large chimney set into the eastern section of the room. But otherwise, the chamber is empty.
One more room, one more chimney. Is there anything inside?
Actually, there isn't.
Oh. Okay.
So I think you guys have fully exhausted this floor, but you found stairs leading up and down. What's everyone gonna do next?
Quick question. I'm looking out the window and I see this thing. What does it look like?
It looks like a well used to draw water. I think
Okay.
you guys walked all the way around the house before you went inside. So I mean, you guys already seen the well.
Yeah,
okay.
I remember checking it. It was just a well. Water was in it. All right, I think we should go up first.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, sounds good.
Which side, front or the back?
I'd say the front.
All right.
I'll take the very last part, and again, just watching our backs.
Let me move you. All right, everyone should be now on the second floor. I'm sorry, that is the bottom floor. The second floor is this balcony here. I probably confused you. Let me add a line of sight barrier to make things more clear. The stairs go up, you're in the hallway.
I actually don't see anything at all next to my token.
Anybody else lose sight when I moved you?
Yep.
Yeah, I
That's-
still look like I'm in the basement.
That's super weird, because
Yeah, I've lost sight as well.
did I just not reveal this section of the map? I don't know, let's find out.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
there
I
you
can
go.
see.
Okay, I just didn't reveal this section of the map. I'm not a smart man. I would say
That's okay. We are not smart either.
Yeah. After examining those two rooms and then traveling upstairs, say it's about 15 minutes if you two that are frightened want to repeat the save. Although, Finn, you fail.
That doesn't surprise me.
Go ahead and remove that nat 1. Okay, so once you're up on the second floor, I'm sure you guys can see in either direction. It's still daylight out there. There's some light coming in the windows, maybe. I don't know, probably not. But you can see there's 3 doors on this section, and then there's a crossroads in the other way where you can go up, down, or left. I don't know who that was. I think it was Falk.
Well, I might as well explore the way everyone went.
Alright,
I'll just keep watching the back.
who wants to open their door first? I got 3 people in front of 3 doors.
We,
It's like
we
a
could
nice-
do it all at the same time, make it like a cop show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First hand up, go.
3,
It's me.
2,
Okay,
1.
alright.
Kick the
Mark
door.
opens the door. Mark. What do you see, Mark? This bedroom has no furniture, but rubbish is scattered everywhere and webs cover the walls and ceiling. From the doorway, you see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object.
Oh. I'm going to approach the fireplace.
And as you enter the room, you see swarms of spiders. As you disturb their webs, begin to crawl down towards you. And
Oh, no.
get ready to attack. Everyone roll initiative!
Not again.
3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Finn, you're up first.
As a bonus action, I'll shout to Mark, "You've got a shiny metal butt," and give him back.
So Mark has bardic inspiration because you complimented his butt. All right.
Oh yeah, and since that's a bonus action, I'll end my turn in front of this and wait to see if anything pops out of either of those while combat's.
Cool. All right, Sweet Pea. Quit typing and take a turn.
Sorry. Alright, I can't step past the enemy, right? Can I get into the...
You can. The spots diagonal are open. You can go there or there.
Alright, I'll
Just
start with it,
anywhere you see all this crap on the ground, that'd be difficult terrain.
Then I'll stop here and swing at the spider.
Cool. 11's a miss.
Well, that's it.
All right, Mark. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'll try to attack the spider.
And you miss!
Oh. Oh no!
Go ahead and get rid of the nat 1 for me, please.
Okay, and that's it.
Alright, and Quandle.
I guess I would move next to them and toll the dead, the one next to me. Actually, I just poke it with my dagger.
Oh, that's a hit. Alright, anything else?
That's all.
Now for the spitters. They are going to do spitter stuff. And we're going to bite, well, Mark, because he's the only one that's next to this one. This one will bite Quandle. So, Mark first. 19?
That's a miss.
Oh, God. Who has 20 AC at level 1? Warforged you! This one, Quandle. Oh, I wasted my good roll. Alright, and Dustclaw.
I don't see anything, so I'm just gonna stay here, hold an arrow until I do.
You can't see it there in the doorway?
I guess I have a little bit of line of sight. If I
Yeah.
can just poke it then
If-
with a rapier.
If you can actually see it on your map, your character can see it. But when it's covered like that, then we say it has cover. So yeah, you can attack it. It'll just have a bonus to its AC because it's around the corner. You're like reaching around, trying to stab into the doorway.
That sounds fair to me. Then rapier attack.
And it's a hit.
And that's sneak attack as well.
Yep. Ha, oof. Okay. Barrels.
Thorn whip attack to the spiders right next to me.
Miss.
That's my turn.
All right, Finn, you're up again.
Is this here the spider?
I didn't see where you pinged. I'm sorry. Yes, still alive.
So I can just barely see them. So I turn around to them and I'll say, "Your mum was a black."
That's gonna really hurt the spider's feeling.
It's not, but I'll try.
Yeah, it takes 1 psychic damage because you insulted Spider Mom. Finished?
I think they have disadvantage. Yeah, they have disadvantage on the next attack. I think.
I know. My first rodeo.
I'm just saying.
All right, Sweet Pea.
Sing again.
And Dead Spider.
Then I'll move down here. And that's it.
Mark.
Okay, I'm attacking,
10's miss.
and I'm using my bardic inspiration.
Sure, go ahead. 12 is a hit.
Nice.
So 7 damage.
Yes.
And Quandle.
I'll move in and toll the dead.
Toll the dead. Okay. Was that the... Yeah.
Yep, that's all.
Spiders. Below half health, attacking the orc. Take 5. And Dustclaw. Hello?
Yeah. Sorry, what?
It's your turn.
Oh, I thought you said I was getting attacked.
No.
5-foot step, arrow shots.
Hit. Sneak attack. Total 8.
And if I can, 5-foot step back.
And barrels.
Moving behind this metal dude, and attempting to thorn whip and horribly miss with a net one. Hey, actually got a net one.
You called it. Finished. No?
Finished.
Why'd you remove that? I decide when you use your nat 1s. You
Okay.
decide when you use your nat 20s. Alright. Finished?
Yep.
Alright, Finnegan?
I'm just gonna hold an attack for the next thing I see. I guess I don't think there's much I can do. It's too far for me to move.
He's got little legs. Alright, Sweepy, finish it off.
I'll try. 4 damage?
Yeah, that's a hit, and it kills the rest of the swarm. Clearing combat. There we go. Alright, now what do you do?
Now for this chimney.
Yeah, there's another one, isn't there? Oh god! That's where the shiny thing was. As you look inside the chimney, you can see a small crystal bauble. It's a flat-bottomed crystal orb, and it's very pleasant to look at as it reflects the light and kind of glimmers in your hand.
Yeah, I'll take the shiny.
Alright, and then what?
Then we move to the next door.
And his room where reasonable
yes.
character could avoid movies. Sure. So, Mark again?
Yeah, let Finn do it.
Well, you're in the next door.
Okay. Opening the door, you can see this room appears to be another just dirty, just decaying, decrepit room. The water and the rot has really kind of set in, and you can see that the room appears to be empty.
Do I see any spiders?
No spiders, but it's very apparent that the floor does not look safe. The floorboards are pulling up in several spaces, and all of you were in the room on the previous floor where you saw the plaster had fallen from the ceiling.
Okay, let's leave this room alone.
Okay, I'll open this door now.
You could if the door wasn't locked.
I don't know which one it is. You've got.
Yeah, Dusk will walk up. Checking it for traps and then popping it if he can.
Okay. Jeez. Yep. Once again, Duskclaw comes in with the thieves' tools. Snick snack. Unlocks the door.
Go on and sweep me.
Alright.
Can't get in.
Yeah.
Oh,
send
wait
the
a minute.
construct. He'll be fine. He's not really alive
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm hiding behind him.
Oh.
As you open the door, in the southeast corner of this decaying bedroom lies a man. He is alive, though bound and gagged. He is clad only in his undergarments and appears to have no weapons or armor.
What kind of kinky shit is this guy into? Well, you're not meant to be able to speak like that. Quick, get the paddle.
Look, another chimney.
I know. I was gonna check it first.
No, let's free this guy first. So I'll ungag him.
Also, I'm not sure if it's just good character RP. I didn't realize why I couldn't get into the room. I was walking into. I didn't see that the door was on the left side, and the walls have collision now. So I was like, why can't I get through?
Dumb orc. Just walking into the wall.
Are we sure he's not happy?
Oh, thank you so very much. Oh.
Who are you?
My name is Ned. Ned Snakeshaft. It's, very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too, Neg. Let me free your hands.
Yes, please. And he kind of holds up his arms.
I'm gonna free him.
Wait, are we sure about this guy?
Why would we not be sure?
That's 20 dumb.
I'd say talk to him first, but that's my opinion.
Too late, I'm free! As he kind of rubs his arms. Jeez, just thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, what were you doing here?
Oh, wow. I'm a traveler, you see? And I came here, thought it'd be a good place to sleep during my journey to Saltmarsh. And, well, I entered through the back door, and I only reached the kitchen when I was attacked from behind and knocked unconscious. I awoke some hours ago, bound and gagged and stripped of all my possessions. I didn't know what to do. I thought I was a goner.
Insight check.
Okay. Ooh. You definitely get the sense that you obviously don't trust this guy, but you have no indication that he's lying.
All right, thank you.
Well, it was quite lucky that we came here right now and saved you. If you want, you can go downstairs and wait outside. We'll search the
Oh
house
no!
and
I'm much too afraid to go out on my own. Please let me stay with you.
well, that's okay too.
You can stay with us as long as you are in the middle of the group and someone is behind you at all times.
Yeah, I guess that'll work. But
All right.
why all the security? I mean, he kind of gestures to his nearly naked body. It's not like I'm gonna do anything to you. With your big, muscly adventurers and all your weaponry.
I've stayed alive
Mark, I
this
think you
long.
should search him.
Did you say you should search him?
I don't trust him at all.
I've stayed alive this long by not trusting people, so you can stay in the middle.
Anyway, that's fine. Let's move.
Wait, where are you guys going? You didn't tell me why you were here.
Oh right, we are searching for something. I forgot.
Searching for what?
And Barrels is gonna answer. We are going to investigate the haunted house. Very helpful.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, aren't you afraid?
I mean, Quando and Finn are afraid right now, but the rest of us are not.
We should all just go back to town. I do have a small home. I can get some gold. I'll buy us all drinks.
Well, we are on a mission here for our captain, so we can't leave until we finish this.
Sure we can. What's more important than your life? Come on, let's go.
You're welcome to leave, but we're staying and searching the house.
Oh no, I'm much too afraid to go it on my own.
Well, then you're coming with us, I guess.
Oh, this is such a terrible idea.
So, what are you afraid of here? I mean, aside from the spiders, nothing really dangerous appeared.
Didn't you hear me earlier? Something attacked me. I was robbed. Everything I had was taken. I was left here to die.
Yeah, but we are 6 people, with you 7. We can defend ourselves.
Oh, we can. Well, We're not giving you any weapons.
What? Why not?
Bells is gonna answer. You sound like a dwarf sympathizer.
he gives you a funny look. Why, I love the dwarves. Why wouldn't I? Wait. Or, unless you don't want me to. I don't understand.
Ignore the bird. He's slightly racist.
Look, please, fellas. Yeah, you just have to believe me. We gotta get out of here.
Look, you got 2 choices. You can go outside on your own or come with us.
Okay. I'll come with you.
Don't worry, Neg. We are going to protect. Well, at least I will. Let's go.
Alright, and he reluctantly comes with the party. As he passes by the open door here, he points at the window on the far side of the house. Hey, what's that?
I'm watching him with an arrow knock.
What is what?
Something out the window.
How long have you been? That's sunlight. How long have you been inside?
I don't know, honestly. I only woke up a couple hours ago. No, don't you see it? Look!
Do I see anything?
No, you're much too far away.
Not gonna.
See, his a very particular heritage. It gives him very powerful eyesight.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to go ahead.
Wait! Guys, don't you think we should check that out? It could be a clue!
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't see anything.
Which direction was he looking?
They pointed out the window in the room here.
In the broken room.
The room with the very weak floor, right?
Yeah, just guys, I'm serious right now. Just look.
You go first.
No, what?
Okay, I'm going to look.
No. Why don't you take the first step?
I'm not going in there. Look at the floor.
So why do you want us to go in there?
It could be important.
Could you
All
just
right,
shoot him, Does?
You guys watch this guy. I'll go in. And I will very, very slowly testing the floor, working my way in.
Okay.
And I'm trying to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I checked your passive already, and it's not quite high enough to be able to discern where the safe spots are. So you take about 2 steps into the room before one of your feet falls through the rotted wood of the floor. Make a dex save, please. And that is a fail. So you step forward, and with a crash, he disappears through the floor into the room down below.
I'm
Are
okay.
you okay then?
Did I take any damage?
No, it's only a 10-foot fall. You land prone in the room below, but you are unhurt.
All right. I will stealthily try to make my way back to the party.
Oh no.
Tumbling with Bells is gonna take a peek at the room and look at the floor.
Let me move you.
All right.
Alright, taking a peek at the floor. Investigate. Floor looks safe enough now. He already hit the weak spot.
Okay, going to move forward.
And you fall through the floor. Like one step.
Does anyone see what this guy is actually pointing at?
He's pointing at the window.
Oh,
I'm really tempted to try to go in.
Maybe
Maybe I can walk around.
and they're just falling right.
Wonder how much time I can waste with this.
we're gonna stay here and keep falling on the holes.
Eventually there'll be no floor left.
Yeah.
Screw it. Can I take a running jump and try to get to the window?
Sure.
You've hidden space.
Well, he doesn't have 10 feet, but he is very dexterous, more so than a usual humanoid. So let's give it a shot. Make another dex save. See if you fall through. Hey, so he runs. He does a standing leap. He starts to fall. He rolls out of the way and sprints to the other side, and kind of. When he gets to the other wall, he's like got his back against it, arms splayed out, like. But you made it to the window.
Nice. And I will like to look out and see if I can see anything.
Well, from the position here in the house, with the topography of the cliffs that the house rests aside, provides the best view of the sea from any part of the house. And as you look out the window, you are just kind of taken in by the beauty of the scene in its entirety.
All right, friend. I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't see a thing. It's beautiful, but there's nothing.
Oh no, that was what I wanted to show you.
You.
All right, you pull that shit again, I'm gonna stab you.
No,
And then I'm gonna stab you
Look
too.
at the window.
All right, I look at the window.
All right, make an investigation check. Screw it, I'm gonna give it to him. As you look at the window, you see that there are fresh scratches on the windowsill, and it looks like something heavy has been hung there. And you see that there are also a large number of scuff marks on the floor in the dust immediately near the window.
I will pass that along.
See? There was something there. And then look. And now that you've all went through the ordeal of, running through, he points at the floor. And you can see, he traces with his finger a path cut through the dust.
Can I try and follow that path?
Yeah, you can. Walking along the path, where it looks like traffic has stirred up the dust in the chamber, you're able to avoid the weak spots in the floor, and you can cross safely, no problem.
Oh.
All right, good to know. I don't see anything in here. I'm going to follow that little path back out.
See? Ned is a friend. Weapon, please.
Not going to happen.
Come on, guys. This is scary.
All right, shall we continue?
Yes, to Saltmarsh.
Not Saltmarsh.
Standing at the crossroads. Okay, north it is. You see there are 2 doors in the hallway here. Which one first, Sweet Pea or Finn? No.
I'll do it.
Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea. Let me move it. Alright, Sweet Pea. Damp mold covers portions of the walls here, and you can see it growing on the ceiling as well. There is trash and rubbish strewn liberally around the floor, and in the center is a single dirty mattress that has been badly torn and is sunken in several spots. Under the window sits a large wooden chest. The timber split and the lid closed.
I ignore the chest and go for the chimney.
There's nothing in the chimney.
You're going to have PTSD from chimneys for the rest of your life.
The rest of this campaign. Is that a chimney? Loot! It was Sentinel Shield, right?
Yep, there's a...
Spell Guard Shield. Oh.
Yeah, try to open it.
Yes. In a moment.
Wait. Door bag. Wait a second.
God, that's strong.
I'm gonna take out the chest and drag it to the chimney, and then I'll open it.
All right. You find the chest is not locked, but while it's inside the chimney, there's not enough clearance for the lid to open.
Okay, now I'll take it out.
Got him. Inside the chest is a pile of moldy, ragged clothing in styles that were never in fashion. Definitely not anything of value. There's also a bundle of documents whose pages are rotted and stained. Any words inscribed on them has been lost long ago.
Give the clothes to Neg, so that he has anything to
He puts
wear.
it on, yeah. It's like, okay. I'm gonna really out-nerd myself here. You remember in Harry Potter when they had the ball, right? And they had to get like their fancy gowns, right? And Ron got this hand-me-down gown that had like all these frills, and it was like this ugly like purple color. That's what's in there. So when you give it to him, it's like this long robe with all these frills and like puffed shoulders, and it's absolutely hideous.
Look, something for you to wear. You don't want to be in your underpants.
I don't know. I find it quite freeing, actually.
Looking good, Snake Shell.
Well, whatever you like.
All right. So other than Ned's new fabulous dress, is there anything else?
If there's nothing on the chimney, let's go to the next door.
Finnegan, this room appears to have been used for storage. A large, ill-made oaken chest stands under the window, its lid closed. Elsewhere in the room lie 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a empty milkweed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected very little dust, appearing to have been placed there recently.
Oh, maybe those are the next clothes.
Can I look through clothes? Can I like throw bits out and say, Ned, is any of this? Is this your?
He goes, yes, those are my things.
Search them before you give them to him, guys.
Can I search them?
Sure. Inside Ned's belongings, you find a dagger that has a strange green tinge to the blade, and a shiny, pearlescent colored buckler.
I'm taking them both.
Wait! Those are my things! Give me my stuff!
And you can have them when we leave.
Well, let's leave right now.
No.
What if I leave right now?
Then you can take your clothes, but I'm keeping them.
Please, give me my stuff.
Stop being such a whiny little bitch, Ned. Deal with
it. Come on. First I got robbed, and now I found my stuff, and you won't give it to me? You're a bully.
Yep. Yes, we are, Ned. And if you keep this up, we're going to gag you again, too.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I'm going to open the
Oh, wait, what did I expect? It's literally like a group of pirates. I mean, what do you want? What were you saying, Gura?
I'm going to open the wooden chest.
Alright, the wooden chest is empty.
Okay. Anything else on this room?
No, not really. The rest of the clothes that were heaped on the table are soiled and rotted. Obviously been there many, many years. And there's nothing else of interest or worth in the chamber.
Is this green stuff on this dagger like slimy, or is it like as the blade itself is actually like?
Do an investigation check. Alright. You can tell that the green coloration on the blade, it's not that it's slimy, it's like there was something on the blade that has since dried.
Hey Mark, do you want to come lick this dagger and see what happens?
What?
Just come give this a taste. I've got a feeling that this was poisoned, but you're a construct, so I don't think it should have.
Warforged are not innately immune to poison.
I'll make him try it anyway. Shut up.
Well, I'll
give it a go.
Give it a go.
All right. You do have advantage to saves against poison and resistance, so I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, Mark, if you're gonna lick the blade, you make a con save. 16 is a pass. And so resistance. Yeah. Your tongue burns and you see that the green tint is now removed from the blade. But you're not injured or hurt in any way. But you can definitely tell it was poison.
Yeah, it's poison. I
So,
can
so,
feel.
so, so Ned had a poison dagger. And did you say his buckler was like innately shiny, like special? Or it's just
Pearlescent was the word I used.
pearlescent?
Can
Can
I take
I-
a look at?
Oh yeah, you take a look at this. Says my identify spell.
Yeah, I would like to take a look.
Sure. DC 18. Arcana or History. Your choice. Woo!
Oh,
Yeah, you're able to immediately recognize it for what it is. This buckler is a spell guard shield.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I can't use it, I tell it everyone what it is.
Ned starts whining again. Give me back my stuff!
One more word, Ned. One more word, and I hold up the gag.
Ned, why do you have a poison dagger?
Protection.
Why do you have a very special shield?
Also protection.
Ned, I think you're full of shit.
What?
Gag him, please.
Done.
He kind of takes a step back and has his hands up in front of him. No, wait. Why would you want to do this?
None of us
Talk-
trust you. You had a poison
talk
dagger and
too
you're talking
much.
too much.
Yeah, we're in a haunted house, and you're talking too much. We need you to be quiet.
We're in a haunted house. What do you think I'm gonna do? Disturb the dead? It's certainly no worse than this one and that one, pointing to Mark and Sweet Pea, just kicking in all the doors.
I'm gagging him and binding his
No,
hands behind his back.
don't do that. If you see him kind of standing next to the window, and he's like looking at you, still 10 feet away, and then he's looking at the window. Come on, there's no need to do that.
Yeah.
You've got one more chance to be quiet and do what you're told.
But why? I don't understand why
well-
we're being so hostile. I thought we were friends.
Nope, stepping towards him. It's time.
He just jumps out the window. Jesus.
I
Ah!
thought they were barred.
Oh shit, you're right. Wait, no, this is the second floor. No, I said they were barred too. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, fine. You got him. He's gagged.
And hands behind his back, please. All right. Keep going. I will be watching Ned. Again, arrow knocked. If he tries anything stupid, he's getting an arrow.
Define stupid, because as you gag him, he's sitting there and he's kind of like wiggling around. You're going,
Flat end of the rapier, knocking him out. We'll drag him around.
Poor Neg.
All right, he's unconscious.
Quick, while I was restrained, check the back of his head, make sure that he actually got robbed and he wasn't lying to us completely.
That is a fantastic idea.
Shit.
Well, he has a wound
Well,
there
he definitely has a wound there now.
You should have two, technically.
It's very possible you struck him where he was previously wounded. There's no way to tell without a proper medicine check.
This is also probably how he got here in the first place.
Can anyone make a medicine check?
Oh man, no, you can't tell, Dusk. Yeah, anyone can take a look and be like, does he really have 2 wounds? Let me see.
I mean, mine are all -1, so.
Barrels. You're able to tell that the wound on his head was definitely caused by Dusk, and that he doesn't appear to have another wound.
Yeah, that's no help to the rest of the group.
Yeah, how are you gonna communicate? All right, Sweet Pea, you get the same information.
How does Sweet Pea do that?
Sweet Pea, my good surgeon.
Just puts the arm where the leg could be. That's the only difference.
All right,
Just does it
Sweet
neatly.
Pea, do you want to keep watch over this guy, and I'll take your place opening doors?
Sure.
You'll be a little more effective if he comes to and starts struggling again.
Yeah. Can I put him on my shoulder or something? How big is he?
I mean, he's not a big guy. Medium build, I think he's average height, weight. Should be well within the range for you. Isn't your strength like 18? Oh, 15. God, you suck. Anywho, as you guys are carrying along the unconscious Ned, I see a couple people move forward. You see a stairwell that leads back down to the first floor. You also see here along the north wall. Where the hell does it go? Am I looking at that right? Staircase, ground floor, east wall, climbs to the upper level. What upper level? Bullshit me. We're in the upper level.
Yeah, it does look like there's a second set of stairs there.
Yeah, it goes. Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, that's what it's saying. There is an upper level, but it's in excess. I was like, "There's no another map. What the shit are they talking?" I should read the whole thing. It leads to an upper level, but the stairs have entirely collapsed. Only the lowest 6 steps are still intact, and there is no way to access the ceiling where the staircase used to lead. A heap of rotten timber and debris lies in the corner, blocking your path. There we go.
All right. Well, there's still one more path up here, so let's go take a peek. And I'll check the door for traps and then see if it's...
And open. 11. Where the hell? Was once a fine master bedroom, now stands decayed and dilapidated. Some of the floorboards are missing, and there is garbage scattered all around. A tall wooden wardrobe stands against the wall opposite the fireplace, its door closed. The wardrobe, is there.
All right, I'm moving back a little bit. My arrow's still knocked. I say, hey, Mark, pop that wardrobe open.
Don't you want to check the chimney first?
It's up to you.
Okay, I'm going to check the chimney.
Alright, the chimney contains a pair of old cracked leather boots, and a ragged stained cloak that is kind of draped in the bottom.
Okay. And then I'll open the wardrobe.
The wardrobe is empty.
Okay.
I took the stuff out of the wardrobe and
Well,
I put it in the
at least
chimney.
the chimney had something.
Yeah, cloak and boots. Did you left them there?
Yeah.
Okay. And next door? More garbage is scattered here. There's evidence of a rodent infestation, as you can see small brownish black pellets littering the floor, and webs hang in all the corners. A 4-post bed stands against the wall opposite another fireplace, and its woodwork is worm-ridden, and the curtains that once screened the bed are torn and stained. There is no bed linen, but the bed is mostly intact.
There's a chimney, Mark, Sweet Pea. If you want to go check this,
There's
I've
nothing in the
never
chimney.
checked it, but,
There's-
there's nothing in it. Okay, I'm gonna stop bouncing.
Anything
take a-
under the bed?
Yeah, take a peek under the bed too.
Nothing under the bed. Those of you that were frightened, I'm sure it's been about 10 minutes. You can repeat the wisdom save if you'd like. All right. So, having explored the top floor now, what are we gonna do?
Well, there's one more floor, folks.
Everybody can.
Is this actually just a empty hallway?
Yep, just a long hallway that leads to a window.
Weird design.
Yeah, don't ask me, I didn't make it.
I seem to remember. I think I saw another door we didn't check downstairs.
You guys can group up so I can move you, that'd be great. Finn.
Step.
All right. Oh God, no! Okay, here we are. I'm just gonna hand wave. Go back through bottom floor to the basement. Ta-da!
What's the light situation?
It's dark. There's no windows here that let in natural light from the outside.
Templing of Barrels is gonna light a torch.
No need. I have my lantern on.
Gonna light a torch anyway.
Okay.
All right, and then let me get the second set of notes up so I can tell you what this room looks like.
This is a very fancy basement.
It's very fancy. All right. Moving down the stairs, you see shoulder height wooden bottle racks that line the northern and western walls here. And oh, you guys are in trouble. There are no intact bottles left in the racks, and you see there is a large amount of shattered glass on the floor. Against the eastern wall, at the foot of the stairs, there are two large metal storage bins that appear to be empty. Woohoo! And in the center of the room, a human corpse, clad in plate mail, and a long sword lies by the corpse's right side, a large shield covering its legs.
Anybody want some armor?
I mean, that just. I'm not. Is it moving or anything? Is it just like an actual?
Well, it's a corpse.
I mean, you can kick it. See if it wakes up.
Sure.
Best thing to do with the corpse, gentlemen, is take its head and arms off, just in case.
What kind of kinky shit are you into?
Keep me alive.
So, as you, I'm just gonna assume you did all those things. He moves up to remove the corpse's head. Sweet Pea gives it a little kick to see if it's gonna move, and it does. It begins to kind of shudder, and as you kind of step back, anticipating it to stand up, its skin bursts open, and you can see hordes of small maggot-like creatures crawling out from the corpse towards you. Let's roll initiative.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
Ugh.
That's a new.
Doo-doo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mine didn't show up. I'll do it again.
You gotta you gotta have your token clicked. What do you know what your roll was initially?
It was 21, I believe.
21, I see it.
But it's not a big deal. I can roll again.
Oh, you're in there. And you're first.
All right. 5-foot step back and taking a shot at the one next to our Kenku friend.
16 is a hit. Alrighty.
And I'm going to run to the washroom while the rest is going on.
Cool. Alright, the grubs are gonna take their turn. They swarm outward. First one attacking Sweet Pea. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
So we know it's a net 20. It's actually supposed to do 0 damage. Oh, I see. It did do 0 damage. Cool. Alright. So it's a 20. It's a hit. And you are infested by 1d4 1. Oh, poop. So let's mark that with this thing. So at the start of your turn, you're gonna take 1d6 piercing damage per rot grub that is currently attached to you. I know, that sucks. Only way to remove it is to deal fire damage in order to burn them out of your skin. Think like a tick. There. And then we got another one. Let's attack the Kenku. Yeet.
Ew.
So you also get some buggies. Two rot grubs. All right, and then so Sweet Pea, it is the start of your turn. 1. Take 1 piercing damage. God damn it.
right. It's my turn, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll try to hit it.
Hit the grub. Got it. Yes. That is a hit. Finished.
Right, that's it.
Okay. So you did not apply fire damage to the grubs before the end of your turn, so they burrow in deeper. They are now too far under the skin to be burned.
Ah!
All right, and after that is Mark.
Okay, I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to attack the group.
And that is, you squish the rest of them that are on the floor in front of Sweet Pea.
And that's it.
Right, Fox,
Okay.
start of your turn. Take 5 piercing damage as the grubs burrow into your flesh. And then
Would I know about dealing with those with fire?
I'm assuming you do because it said in the stat block publicly. I'm not trying to kill anybody. So
Okay,
I would say
then
it would be
I'm gonna-
instinctual. Oh, oh, it's gross. Burn it. Kill it with fire. It's
I'm gonna use my torch to try and kill them off, and
Hold up.
if I can,
Doesn't it cost an action to light a torch? I suppose. Action, light a torch, touch it to me, free interaction. Cool, I'll allow it.
Yeah, as an action, control flames to maybe minimize the damage to myself.
Nah, dog. Doesn't say anything about changing the damage of a flame source. Also,
yeah, but
you lit the you already used an action.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna apply fire to those what things.
Okay. Actually, applying fire to the bite wound deals 1 fire damage to the target and kills these rock grubs. So it is gone. Take 1 fire damage. In addition to the touching yourself with the torch. Anybody know what it is? Here, you can figure that out while Phineas takes his turn.
I'll look at them and I'll say, "You guys are so ugly. If you laid on the beach, not even the tide would take you."
Wisdom save from the okay, they fail.
That's my turn.
Bundle.
I'm going to shank it.
Shake it. Alright, the rest of the grubs are dead. And let's see here. Because after Quandle is Sweet Pea. So Sweet Pea, we're just gonna roll your 1d6 now. 5 piercing damage. And then we're gonna clear the tracker. Would anybody like to do anything before we move forward?
I mean, he's got these bugs in him.
Yes, they're burrowing in his skin. I would be freaking out right now if it was me.
Yeah.
Cough.
I'm freaking out. Yes, I am.
And basically, every 6 seconds, he's gonna take another d6 as they burrow in. And
right, lay down. I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna try and cut him out.
I'm gonna hold them down.
Whew. Okay, all right. So you hold him down. You take the dagger. You're gonna try and cut it out. Cool. Make an attack with your dagger. It's going to hit regardless. I just want to see how much damage you deal. Because don't forget the worst part about these things. So 4 piercing. So you've cut him open. Do a medicine check to see if you can reach inside and fish out the grub. Because there's only one. DC 10. We'll make it easy.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. You managed to pull it out from inside him, and it hurts quite a bit, and he is very badly injured, but he will survive.
And then I'll put my hand on his chest, and
After
I
he
will
takes 1 more damage.
give him. I will cure his wound.
Thank you.
He just gets up and walks away. Nothing happened.
And Tumbling of Barrels is also gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
What the shit? They get to keep the plate now. If they don't say anything about it,
I do not like bugs.
Oh, they don't have any heavy armor. All right. Okay. Now what?
Is this a chimney?
It is a chimney.
I'm gonna search the chimney.
Okay. Investigation check. Ooh, that's a good roll. Let me read up on my notes for the next room before I open the door. 21. Secret door. Fucking see. Oh, that one. And he's not there either. Okay. Looking inside the chimney, you're able to find a small indentation. It looks like a button can be pressed.
Then I press it.
Pressing the button makes a section of the stone wall slide open, revealing a hidden door.
Did someone take a look inside of those 2 crates yet?
No, they didn't, but there's no treasure here.
Do we have an empty glass vial?
Could if you drink a potion.
I think someone drank a potion already.
I did, yes.
Do any like little of these bugs still alive? Like just a tiny one?
No, you squished them all. If there was,
Right, I'm gonna take one of the corpses. I'm gonna put some in the vial.
although wait, I guess the one you pulled out of him like would still be like in your hand, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that one in the vial, and I'm gonna seal the vial, and I'm gonna carry that. And I've got an idea for.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Are we still carrying this unconscious guy around?
Yep.
We can put him in one of these boxes.
Oh, I love how you think.
But then you've got to carry a box, Sweet Pea. That's not gonna be.
I mean, you could flip it around so he'll be inside the box and put something on top of it. Yeah, just leave him in the bin.
Yeah, put the other box on top of that.
Yeah. Make sure he's got some air though.
Punch a few holes in.
Just the one. We'll come get him when we're finished.
Anywho, as you move forward, this torch-lit chamber was once a large cellar, but has since been converted into some sort of living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden locker at its foot. A long wooden trestle table, ringed by rickety stools, dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. A cook stove is installed nearby, and evidence of recently cooked meals sit in pots atop it. A large ham hangs from a loop of twine near the stove, and you can see that there's actually currently a fire burning on the top of the stove. A sturdy set of stairs leads to a trap door in the ceiling above you, and there are 2 wooden doors in the eastern side of the room.
The trap door above doesn't lead to the main house.
It does. As you, just assuming you walk up the stairs to see where it goes, you find yourself in the room on the first floor where you heard that booming voice warn you about your death.
The door was in the chimney? Ah, we missed it.
Not in the chimney. It was actually dead center of the floor. And yes, you all missed it. Your passive wasn't high enough to notice it. I think the highest passive in the party is 15 with Falk.
Well, somebody's definitely down here.
Yeah. Anyway, is there anything cooking right now?
Not anything on the stove, but there's a fire burning. It looks like there was someone getting ready to eat.
Can I smell the air and see if there's any, if it smells like anyone's around that we can?
It would be a perception check, but you would be with disadvantage. There's a overpowering smell of damp and of rot that permeates the entire house. I think it would just be normal check. Don't you have advantage on perception checks based on smell anyway?
Oh, the first one was in that one.
Rip. Where the whole shit?
Did you say that the beds had some kind of food like something?
Did I say what?
Did the beds have some kind of boxes like something in front of them?
Nope, I did not say that. Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
10 crude beds along the southern wall, each with a wooden locker.
Is any of them locked?
Yes, all of them.
Want me to try popping all of them?
Yeah, I think we should check them.
All right, how do you want to do this? Do you want 10 separate checks?
Just 1 at a time. And then first one's unlocked. You find some clothing, other personal effects, nothing of value. But there's a small pouch with 7 gold and 12 copper. Wait, I mean 15 silver. Where did I get 12 copper?
All right.
Can't seem to get the second one opened.
All right, I'll keep moving on.
As you begin to fumble with the third lock, the door to the east is thrust open violently. And as it is, a large number of undead begin to swarm into the room, obviously attracted by the noise you guys are making. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Oops.
I forgot to hit my thing again. I hit a 20.
All right. So these... Damn it.
Dang.
I tried to get a surprise round, but I rolled a 9 on the stealth. Womp womp. Alright, anywho. So the skeletons come rushing forward, and these skeletons, you see they have like bandanas on their heads, some of them are wearing eye patches, and they all carry cutlasses and scimitars. And they come running forward, and we're just gonna pummel your front line. So let's make it 3 on each. 3 for Sweet Pea right now. I know it's a short sword, but shut up. So 18 and 20 for 10 damage. Yep, take it. And then we have 3 on Mark. 23 for 3 damage. Damn it, I should have used my net 20. And Duskclaw.
Okay, stepping nice and far back.
Oh god, it's so hot.
Stepping back to here, taking a shot at the closest one to me and our orc friend.
Shit, my wife is texting me. What the hell is she? Ah! Oh, 2 hours ago? That is a hit.
And and that is all I can do.
Finn?
Oh, well, still sitting in this chair kind of casually, and I'm just gonna look at the first one that was just shot, and I'm gonna say, your beauty was only skin deep, but your ugly goes down to.
And as you say this, the skeleton turns and looks at you, and you see its face as much as can be allowed, because I mean it's a skeleton, right? It doesn't have like muscles or skin to actually make expressions, but it twists in a very sad and forlorn expression as your words cut it deep, and it falls apart dead.
See, words hurt more than your swords, and I'm just gonna stay on the chair.
Sweet pea.
Right. I go into a rage and I try to hide this guy into the main. Add 2 for.
Yep.
Then that is it.
Barrels.
Walking 5 feet to the side and 1 second, hitting this one with the thorn whip.
15 is a hit. It was this one in the front.
The wounded one at the bottom.
Okay. Finished?
Yep.
Bundle.
I'm going to move. And I shank the wounded skeleton.
Alrighty. Hit for 7 and it's dead.
And I'll move next to the next one, and that's all.
Okay, so just delete those because they're going to be down there. And Mark.
Okay, I'm going to attack this one right here.
Hit. Finished. Alright. Skeletons. They are going to. Well, we got all 4 here. Let's all beat the snot out of Mark. Because he's big and scary and I can't really hit him. So I'm gonna use this to help. So let me roll another d6. Take 10, Mark.
Oh no.
Ha! Got him! Alright, other 3. They're just gonna swarm forward. And we will attack Quandle first, because that's the only one he can. Nope, not with the bow. They don't have bows. 8's a miss. Second one attacking Quandle. 14's a miss. Third one attacking Sweet Pea is a miss. And then it'll be Dustclaw's turn.
Same situation, closest one to me, and an arrow attack.
And Dead Skeleton.
Okay, and a 5-foot step back. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to just come over here, keep an eye on our guy in a box, and check this room as well, just for anything.
Alright. Finn.
The one next to Quandle at the top. Which position creates the ugliest children? Ask your mother. And
Yep, and he already failed, so he's got this on the next. And Sweet Pea.
Still attacking.
Hit and dead. This is which one? Top,
The one
top or
in
bottom?
below.
Cool, still dead. Barrels.
The one in the top. I'm gonna use my net 20 if I may.
Yep. Open it up, throw it on the table. And then roll another d6.
Dead crit damage.
Okay. Finished?
That's my turn.
Quandol.
I'll move next to this skeleton and shank it.
Okay.
That's all.
Where are we at? Quandol just went. Oh, Mark, unconscious. Death save there. He already did it. Skeleton. We have 2 remaining. This one's gonna come right up here. I'm tired of getting whipped. Attacking barrels. Take 8. Good night, sweet prince.
Are you serious?
You should have left him over there where he was. And then the other one going to attack Quandol. 16's a miss. Claw.
5-foot step in, attack the one that hit the Kenku.
Oh, yep.
And I don't get sneak attack because he's down.
Yep.
And 5-foot step back.
All right. Finn.
So the only thing I can do here is I could insult it again, but I'd rather be a bit more serious. I'm going to take this dagger out, run along the tables, and try and stab.
All right. Let's see how that works out for you.
Oh, hit.
Yep. All right, Sweet Pea.
I'll try to finish the guy off.
See it.
Is it there? There you go.
12 is a miss.
Ah! Well, that's it.
Barrels, death save. And Quandol.
I'm giving potion to my body.
Feeding a potion to Mark. Got it. Any bonus action?
No.
Okay, Mark. You're prone, but conscious. What are you doing?
I'm going to stand up, pick up my trident, and attack the skeleton.
Hit.
And that's it.
All right, 2 skeletons remaining. First one attacking Finn. Says, yeah, you're in reach. Missed. Second one attacking. I should attack Mark. But no, I'm going to attack Quandol. He's slightly squishier. Still missed. And then Dusk again. What would you like to do?
Another step in, a shot at the one that is just utterly surrounded.
That is a dead skeleton. Any bonus actions?
No, I don't have anything, but just that last 5-foot.
All right, Finn.
Look at the last one. Do you want to lose 10? Do you want to lose 5 foot of ugly cut?
Roll the 14.
Damn it!
Ah! Sweet Pea, you're up.
Just running in. Same thing.
Cool. Ooh, 13
missed
is
it.
the magic number, and it is dead.
Oh, okay.
Alright, with all the skeletons defeated, what would you like to do now? Actually, Barrels, one more death save?
Just it.
Okay, cool. So Barrels is currently dying. What would you guys like to do?
I'll feed him my greater potion.
Cool. Get up, you stupid bird.
Racist.
Knocked out twice by max damage rolls. The guy with lowest hit points. That's amazing.
Alright. So... They only opened
Check
one
that,
of these
that
chests. There's still
skeleton
9 more.
chilling on the floor.
Actually, okay. When you walk into this room, you can see light spilling in from the large room behind you. Barely shows the chamber is only about 12 feet across and the corners are filled with shadow. What little you can see is dirty and dingy, and you can see 6 old skeletons lurking in the shadows. They are propped up against the walls, sprawled out on the floor. There are many corpses in the room here.
Have they been posed?
No, they're just, like, dead. Wandel, as you're still the only one lingering in the room, you can see there is like a seam of bluish light coming at the intersection of these two walls here.
I'll tell that to the party and, well, yeah, say that there is something odd about this place.
Alright. Do you guys want to go follow Quandle to the seam that he's seen?
I want to pick these locks
Well,
on these the
let
rest of these
me,
chests first.
if I can interrupt. Quandle, as you examine that seam of blue light, you can see the stone begins to slide open. And a figure emerges.
Oh god!
And this figure walks out in front of you and begins to speak, its mandible clacking with the top of its skull as it begins to talk. And he looks at you and says, "Secrets found and lost and found again, your paltry minds cannot fathom."
What are you talking about? I'm talking about.
It takes a step towards you.
I want to take a step back.
And you see it kind of clacks its head from side to side. It reaches down and it grabs what seems to be a glass vial filled with some strange liquid. There's a billowing green smoke coming out of the top of it. He throws it at you. Initiative. Oh, it's gonna die before I get a turn. Did I not clear the initiative from last time? Doesn't matter.
My rage has probably gone by now, right?
Yeah, it would have ended with the fight. Alright.
Alright.
Quandle.
Okay, I'm going to walk behind it so I see the room that he came from and shank him.
Oh god. Yeah, that's it. Where did its sheet go?
And that's all.
There it is. Okay, Dusk.
All right, so this is all happening in that other room.
Yeah, you definitely heard its voice like call out, and then you heard the glass break as it threw something at Quandle.
All right, so I can get to there with my movements, and I will attempt to take a shot with bow.
Oh yeah, hit.
And that is all I can do.
Barrels.
Using my action to attempt to hide.
Yep, you are hidden.
Moving up up until here, and that's the end of the turn.
Sleepy.
I can move up here.
Yeah, sure. 10, 15,
I'd like
25.
to use my nat 20 on it.
Ooh, alright, open it up, throw it on the tabletop.
I'll just click the weapon and then
Twice,
you
yeah.
deal with the
Won't
damage.
count damage. That'll work. So 10, and then second time. So 15 total, and it just shatters under the blow from your great axe as the skeleton just kind of crumples into the ground. All right, into combat. God damn.
Right.
Can I take his hat?
If you want to, I guess.
I'm going to
Yes.
check on our friend in the box.
Still in the
if he's
box.
Still in. Perfect. Start working on the rest of these chests.
All right. We'll say given enough time, you would definitely be able to unlock them all. They all have the exact same thing: 7 gold pieces and 15 silver. So it would be a total of 70 gold pieces and fuck math. 150 silver. I didn't have to use a calculator or anything.
Oh, don't worry. I was looking at the same. I'm like, I should know
Yeah.
that.
So minus what you've already found, because I'm sure you guys have already added that somewhere.
Okay. Yep. I'll divide this up
Yeah,
later.
you can. There's a link somewhere in the channels in the cast chat for the site that auto does it. Balls.
And then I'd like to just take a look at all these skeleton corpses too, see if there's anything worthwhile.
Hold on. Image splitter. Fuck, man, where did it go? No, I didn't want to click off the thing. Well, on the bright side, I did find the link I was talking about. On the bad side, I clicked the damn thing, so my roll 20 reset. Anyway, there you go. Now you also can have the link. But it's really handy. You just here, I'll open it in a new tab so I can show it to the stream.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you just set your party size and then you put in what you found. So you would go team size 6, and then you go what I say it was 150 silver and 70 gold, and it'll tell you on the side there that that's what everybody gets. There'll be 4 people that get 13 gold, 11 silver, 7 copper, and 2 people that get 13 gold, 11 silver, 6 copper. So it's divided completely fairly. Anyway, I digress. Let me get my damn notes open again. Yeah, it's in the resource list, and if it isn't, it's going to be. Uh, 23. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of wrap all this up because, like I said, all my notes closed, so I'm gonna have to figure this shit out. Search this room. Search the skeleton. What does this room look like, Daddy? Well, I'm gonna tell you. This room looks to be a laboratory. You see there are copper pots among the debris here, and a bench that runs down the wall with what seems to be this laboratory. On the bench are jars and powders and liquids, and several pieces of chemical apparatuses. Among this stuff, you can see several more of those glass baubles that you had found in the floors above. And forming an L-shaped bench sitting adjacent to the wall is a little table. And there is a book sitting open on the table next to a candlestick with a tiny stump of unlit candle still in it, with a variety of other items that, even in dim light, shine with the warmth of pure gold.
I would like to take a look at the book.
The book is titled Ye Secret of Ye Philosopher's Stone. No author is listed, but it seems like it would probably be quite valuable. I think it's pinned in the cast chat, Kilter.
I'll take it and put it in my bag to check it later.
Yeah. What else would you guys like to look at?
That gold-looking thing.
There's lots of gold things. There's a on the table. There's a golden human skull, a golden apple, a golden rose, and a set of 5 small golden discs. And there are small stacks of golden coins. And there are several drawers here, and then there's the alchemist himself. Lots of things to examine. Or take. Or not take. I don't know.
Oh, we're taking this place dry.
Alright, I'm just gonna small stacks of coins totaling 47 gold pieces in total. That's what's
I'm
yeah,
I'm keeping track of all of this.
If I were you, what I would do is that page that I linked, just have it open during the stream, and then as we play, just one person just add everything to the totals, and then at the end you can be like, all right, here's how we split it, or whatever. I don't know. You guys work that out. I don't give a shit. Contains the spellbook. Okay. Continuing examining the table again. I'm just gonna give this to you because I have to find all these sheets and start tallying up experience because I closed all my notes. Opening the drawers of the table, you can see that there is an ancient spell book here, and looking through it, there's that, because we do have a wizard. There you go. Right? You're a wizard? I don't remember if you were a spell slinger or EK. Or spell whatever. And there's that. You also see that there is a very peculiar looking bag hanging from the skeleton's waist.
Ooh, I run up and grab that.
And when you look at this bag, it's it's a brown satchel with a long with a long strap, and it's got brightly colored red and blue triangles set into the flap, and the design on the front almost makes it look like it has a face.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna examine the bag. Okie doke.
I was gonna examine it once you.
Cough.
I didn't know if you wanted to list and stuff for.
No, I don't think there's anything else to list. I already everything in the room. Oh,
Did the
also examining the skeleton, you can see that inside the skeleton's robe are his exposed ribs, because he's a skeleton, but it looks like he's dipped the ends of his ribs in gold as well.
If no one else is doing it, I will absolutely take those.
I'm gonna
What kind
need
of
a
kinky?
strength athletics roll to break the ribs from the skeleton.
Oh dear God.
Uh, 14. So you reach and you pull and snap. You pull the rib from the rest of the where it was sitting in the cage, and you hold it up and kind of show everybody the glistening golden tips. Oh God, it's so hot. All right, we're just gonna assume you repeat this process, gaining a total of 4 ribs that are coated in gold, worth 5 gold pieces each. And there is one more item. It looks like a flat gray and black river stone. It's set in his pocket when you look through his robe, and it has an unknown arcane symbol carved into the face. It's cool to the touch, and as your fingers rest on it, you can feel the hum of magic, obvious and strong.
All right, I toss that stone over to our wizard and say, "Hey, do you want to take a look at this?" And I'll start looking at the bag.
I'll take a look at it. Is Arcana check enough?
Yeah, let's see it.
Nice.
It looks like a luck stone.
I could certainly use that.
I'll give the Blackstone to him.
Well, anybody else wants it?
I mean, I would love that if I'm going to be opening up chests and doors, but
Just for conversation's sake. You can continue in a second. Just for conversation's sake, let's say all of the ribs and coins and bits and baubles, you just found this awesome bag to hold it all in, so you throw it in, and then you notice that when you set items in the bag, they don't just kind of sink to the bottom of the satchel, they disappear.
ooh, nice. Can I turn the bag inside out and see if anything falls out?
Everything falls out. You reach in, your hand alights on the bottom of the bag, and when you pull it inside out, everything set inside falls on the ground in front of you, revealing that this is a bag of holding.
Was there anything inside of it that we did not put
Negative.
in? Okie dokie.
Okay, so we got all the fun stuff. This is where we are going to end, because I'm dying. It's like super hot in my office. Hang out. Don't just leave yet, though, because I'm going to calc the XP for the day. We are not taking a long rest because we're still in the middle of exploring the haunted house. Just give me 1 second. So let's see. We have our skeleton alchemist. And then we have our actual skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 6. Ooh. Times 50. Then we had, oh god, we had 2 rot grubs. And let me go back up to the other map, see if I was smart enough to leave them on. Kinda. There were 4 spider swarms total. And we had 4 giant centipedes. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw in another reward just for poops and giggles, because you guys have been doing really good with the roleplay and I'm having a lot of fun. So let's call it another 200 clean on top. So 1400 experience. Let's divide that by the party. Divided by 6. 233 experience each. Oh god, so close!
Let's go shank something.
Nope!
There is that elf in the.
How much would he'd have to be worth? Let's see. 77 times 6. He'd have to be worth 460 experience in order for it to level you guys up. And if he was worth that much experience, he'd have to be like CR4, CR5. I'm pretty sure you would get wrecked. Anywho, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed yourself, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. So we hang out through the week. That's where we organize all of our games. And if you want to get involved, that's where you need to be as well. Thank you for hanging out, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Tomorrow is 7 o'clock. It's the Dungeon of the Mad Mage with Sashkin the Thick Boy, so should be a good time.